Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship healthcare is always in season. South Sunflower County Hospital provides preseason training, game day coverage, in-season evaluation, injury management, and postseason recovery, which allows you to stay in the game longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Score a touchdown with a new vehicle from Cannon that you and your friends can enjoy all year long. Whether you're looking for more space or more features, Cannon has a vehicle for you.
The Cannon experience is one of a kind.
Shop our inventory online 24/7, nobodybeatsacannondeal.com, or stop by our dealership on Highway 82 West to test drive the Chevy Tahoe, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Suburban. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Cannon deal. Nobody. Chevrolet, find new roads.
This is Earl Pitts, grocery professor, and I'm about to lay some learning on you, so pay attention. This is how shoppers value food works. It's simple. The price on the shelf is what they pay to get the food, and then they add 10% at the cash register. It ain't a tax. It covers all expenses, the rent, the payroll, electricity. Them coolers don't run on unicorn sneezes. Look at it like this. If you're paying for Shoppers Value to find out the best food at the best price, that's a deal. Shoppers Value Foods, Highway 82 in Indianola. Class dismissed.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field as we get closer to kickoff between the Colonels and Mustangs. Pillow Academy has won the coin toss. They will defer their option to the second half. We'll see the Colonels' outfits on the field first tonight. And talking to Coach Nestor earlier today, he said, we win the toss, we want to put our defense out there and get a stop early, put the pressure on the other team. Well, now Pillow Academy going to do that to the Colonels. And so Pillow won the toss. They defer their option. Pillow Academy in their road white tops with green letters trimmed in gold, gold pants, the green pipe down the side, gold helmets, the green and white PA logo on the side. The Colonels in their all royal blue home jerseys with white letters and numbers, the white IA logo on the side of the helmet. So the Colonel's going to get it first. See what Farrell's got, huh?
I like it. You know, sometimes you always want to defer to the second half. But, look, I think that's good because we know that PA is going to be ready to come out and fight. So I think that's good. Our guys can just show them and say, look, you're in for a dog fight tonight. And yeah, let's just see what we got right off the bat. So I like it.
Pillow Academy has taken the field. Now the Colonel's set to come out of the tunnel, going to be led by Spencer Robertson. He lost the flag last week. Let's see if he holds on to the flag this week. Looks like he's going to make it through with the full thing as the Colonels take the field and a good crowd building here at Legion Field. We'll look at the District 2 AAA standings. Benton Academy 2-0 after they knocked off River Oaks last week, 19-14. Benton is at Newton County tonight. Carroll Academy 1-0. They put it to Kirk last week, 36-7. Carroll is at Hillcrest tonight. Of course, the Colonels winning 21-14 over Bio a week ago, hosting Pillow Academy here. Winona Christian 1-0 as well. They knocked off French Count 34-24 in week 1. Winona Christian hosting Winston tonight, and Central home, who the Colonels will see in a couple of weeks. They are 1-1. They knocked off East Rankin last week, 35-0. They are at Ethel High School tonight. So that's a look at District 2 AAA as we get closer to kickoff here between the Colonels and the Mustangs. A good crowd out on the field, good spirit line, and again, looking forward to a great night of football, a little smoke out over the 50-yard line, and I think everybody's getting fired up for this one.
No doubt. You know, it's still 90-something degrees outside, but you know, the humidity wasn't that bad. And Watson, it was almost this morning. I got up and I was like, man, this is football weather. Getting there, so you know, it's my favorite time of the year, and so yeah, it's good to know that you know, football is back, and here we are, man.
We're getting ready for the opening prayer and national anthem. With that, we will step aside, take our final break at the Delta South Motors pregame show, and we'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
20 seconds left with Let's Make Money. It's time for our first guest to pick a category of their choice. Alex.
I'll take reliable banking for $600.
Though it's local, this bank is known for having expansive online capabilities.
Community Bank?
Correct.
Reliable banking, $800.
The Small Business Administration ranked this bank #1 in Mississippi for SBA loans.
Community Bank?
Correct again.
Reliable banking, $1,000.
All right, Alex, this is for all the marbles. This bank is truly like no other bank you know.
Community Bank!
We have a winner!
Community Bank, always the right answer.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you as we are ready for kickoff here from Legion Field. This has been the Delta South Motors pregame show, and can't wait to get this one underway. Pillow Academy going to kick it off. They will kick left to right as you look at your radio. Colonels will work right to left, and they will send back Houston Dana and Leland Selby deep to return the kick from Gavin Leslie, who will tee it up at the 40. Bill Offer down on the sideline, got the Colonel faithful fired up and on their feet. A good crowd across the way from Greenwood as well. Waiting on Leslie to approach the tee. Brian, any nerves?
Man, look, I'm ready. Give me a helmet. I'm ready. Let me go out there and play.
Officials are ready. Leslie approaches the tee, and we are underway from Legion Field. It's a short end-over-end kick going to be taken at the 31. And a fair catch by Walker's opponent. So good field position for the Colonels to start their opening drive. 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Yes, sir. I'll take that all day long. You get it right there. That's good field position. So we'll see what we got right here. I'm excited, anxious.
Colonels working right to left. Ball will be on the far hash. You wonder, you saw the return capabilities of Selby last week. Did that play into Pillow wanting to kick it short? I would think you want to pin a young sophomore quarterback as deep as possible, but instead the Colonels have it 1st and 10 at their own 31 with Cole Farrell under center, Powell and Hill in the backfield. Farrell will turn, hand off to Hill straight ahead. Nothing doing there. He's wrapped up immediately by Josh Moore. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Colonels. He might have actually lost a half a yard.
Yeah, you might have, Watson. But, Our line, we got a veteran line. They got a big defensive line. So that's going to be the story of the game. Whoever can, just win that line of scrimmage tonight is going to be a big key of the game. So we'll just see how that goes. I want to see us get wide a little bit tonight.
2nd and 10 from the Colonel 31. Hill and Powell in the backfield. Toller, the receiver, to the far side. Blitz is coming. Farrell with play action. Rolls to his left. Dumps it off. It's incomplete. Powell had it in and out of the hands. Pass was just a little bit low, but I think Powell would tell you, Brian, that's one he should have come up with, and that will leave the Colonels with 3rd and 10.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I like that, just getting Cole and getting his feet up under him. Just roll him out a little bit on the bootleg and see what he can do. And, I think Powell would tell you that he should have that 10 times out of 10. But I like the call. Look, we caught him in a blitz, so that was good. And And we just need to make a note of that one, come back to that one later possibly.
Walker's the pony, checks into the backfield. Farrell will work out of the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 10 from the Colonel 31, just underway here from Legion Field. Pressure coming. Farrell dumps it off complete to the pony. Going to be well short of the first down. They'll mark it at the 33-yard line. Only a 2-yard gain will leave the Colonels with 4th and 8.
Yeah, but, I like coming out with 2 passes, just getting Cole, short passes, getting him ready in his first varsity start. So I like that. Even though we didn't get a first down this drive, I like what we have, and I think that'll be okay.
James Hill back to punt, and he'll stand at the Colonel 20. He had 1 attempt last week. It went for 32 yards. Back deep to return for the Mustangs. Jack Reichley stands at his own 25. High snap over the head of Hill. It's blocked. Ball is loose on the ground, and the Colonels the Mustangs will recover at the I-21-yard line. So a disaster striking early here tonight for Indianola Academy. Now the Mustangs set up in a prime position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the I-22 is where they'll officially put it down. 9:51 to play first quarter. No score between the Colonels and Mustangs.
Yeah, just a little bit of a high snap right there, and we defense got Wick Watson, so they're out here in the gun.
Shane Houston Stevens will open out of the gun. He hands off to Simmons straight ahead. Picks his way through several blue shirts just inside the 15 before he's taken off his feet.
Yeah, once again, PA has Bill has a big line, and I'm not going to be shocked if that's what they're going to try to do here during this game. But 2nd and 3, they're not huddling, getting their play from the sideline.
Jacob Sepulvedo in on the last tackle. 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs from the Colonel 15. Stevens looking to pass, throws right. Caught at the 10, complete to Alex Lindsay, and he's taken off his feet. Grant Coleman, Houston Dana combining on the stop at the 9-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain, good enough for a Mustang first down. They'll have it set up 1st and goal.
One thing I noticed this past week watching on film was watching Stevens throw the ball is that, they're going to roll him out to his throwing side on his right side, and just an out pattern right there by the receiver, and found him open, going trips to the far side, and have one back right here in the backfield.
Stevens out of the gun on 1st and goal from the 9. Handoff goes to Simmons, tries to get the edge. Coleman wrapped him up, couldn't bring him down. Toller and Powell come in to clean things up. So Mark Simmons at the 7, a 2-yard gain, will bring up 2nd and goal.
Right, and I said something in the pregame watching about that is that if they try to go wide on us, I don't think they're going to be able to do that on us. We got too much speed, and I think we saw it right there. So if they try to go wide, we're going to run on them. The main thing is just who's going to control the line of scrimmage.
Trips left again for Stevens, who works from the gun with Simmons in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 7. Play action, fires at left side, caught at the line of scrimmage by Jack Reichley and wrestled down immediately. Brandon Brown comes up with a big play there. No gain on the play. They may give him 1 to the 6, but a huge play there out of the junior cornerback.
You said it, Watson. That was huge for him to come up off that block and able to make that tackle, because if he misses that tackle, he's just walking into the end zone.
3rd and goal. They'll keep it at the 7. Clock run the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Jaden Simcox, just ran away from all the Colonel traffic in the back of the end zone, and that's a pretty heads-up play out of the senior quarterback. He knew exactly where that sideline was. He bought every bit of time for his receivers, Brian, and it turns into a Mustang touchdown. They take the 6-0 lead with 7:51 to play in the first quarter.
Well, that's right. He's been around. He's a senior. And he knew exactly that clock inside the quarterback's head just went off. But we almost got to him. That's okay. We're okay.
Leslie on for the extra point. There's move up front, no flag. Kick is up, and it is good. So 7-0. Pillow Academy has the early lead here at Legion Field. 7:51 to play in the first quarter. Take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Called it Los Mocajetas. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that Los Mocajetas has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Los Mocajetas also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Los Mocajetas Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field in Indianola, where Pillow Academy has taken a 7-0 lead over the IA Colonels. 7:51 to play in the first quarter. See if the Colonels can get something going offensively here. Their first drive, a 3-and-out, a bad snap, resulted in a blocked punt. Pillow Academy, 5 plays, 22 yards, the scoring strike from Stevens to Simcox, and that's where we stand. Kickoff will be taken by Dana at the 18, looks to return it up the middle and crosses the 25 before he's taken off his feet. They'll mark it near the 26-yard line. That's where Big Blue will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, starting our second drive, and, I wouldn't be surprised just to get us back and then just try to get a few running plays up under us and a little bit of motion. We haven't seen that. Still early in the game. These teams are still trying to figure out each other. It's a chess match, but, we got Ashton in the backfield right there. Look, run behind him. Let's do that.
1st and 10, Colonels. They'll put it at the 27. Ball is on the far hash. We get the play clock reset. Farrell will work from under center with Powell and Hill in the backfield. Toller and Robertson, the receivers, to the near side. Farrell will turn, toss it to Hill. Tries to cut up the middle, and he might pick up one, but there's a ton of white shirts rushing to the football right now, and that time group was led by Sam Harris, senior linebacker. 1 yard gain for Hill, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they just, they're all running to the ball. They're playing inspired on the defense, and, we're just seeing what they're going to give us tonight, and that's one good thing about our coaching staff is, you're going to see in the second half, they'll know what they can do and what they can't do.
2nd and 9 from the 28. Farrell from the gun. Trips come to the near side with Powell in the backfield. Quick pass falls out of the hand of Farrell. It's loose on the ground, and the Colonels have recovered. They're going to call that a fumble. John Landon Chisholm going back to recover at the IA-18. That's a 10-yard loss.
It's a play on number 66 right there just to see the ball's on the ground and to pounce on it. Don't want to give Phil just this ball deep in their territory once again. So good job on number 66, John Landon Chisholm right there, just pouncing on the ball.
We'll put it at the 19, 3rd and a mile for the Colonels. Trips near side, Farrell under center. Clock runs 6.5 minutes to play first quarter. The quick give up the middle, Ashton Powell. He's hit hard as he crosses.
With some of our bigger backs, it's just to, give us 5, 6, 7 yards. So, look, early in the game, but that's promising to see that run is there with Powell. And looks like we got a timeout, heat timeout possibly is what this is.
Yeah, timeout on the field for a water break. 6:05 to play first quarter. Colonels trailing 7-0 and looking to have to punt it away for the second time tonight. First time had a little bad snap. Hill tried to get it away, but Pillow was right there in his face. They get the block, and just got to settle the nerves right here. Get off a clean snap, and Hill's got plenty of leg. He can pin the Mustangs back here, but it all starts up front.
No doubt, and and I think that's what Coach Nestor's doing. And you see the coaches down there just trying to tell the guys, look, we got to weather this storm. We know that Phil go from there. So I think that's what's going on. We're going to be fine right here. And we're blessed with special teams. That's one thing in high school is, over the years here at IA, we have had some very good special team players. So, and we're blessed once again this year to have those.
Absolutely. Hill will go back and stand at his own 11 to punt it away. Reichley at the Pillow 35. Looking for the return. This time a much better snap. back to heel. They nearly got a hand on it, though. It's a wobbly kick and a hit at the 41. Will take a short Colonel roll and will be down at the IA 44. So, again, the Mustangs start in plus territory on their offensive drive. 5:45 to play first quarter. Mustangs on top 7-0 and about to get it back. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Colonel 44.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a hand that got on that punt or not, because there's a little bit of pressure that got onto the punter, and we want a little bit of flag would have been nice, but it looked like they might have got a hand on that punt.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Stevens from the gun. Reichley comes in motion. They'll toss it to him, looking to stretch it to the edge. Reichley makes a cut at the 42, tries to turn it inside, and Ashton Powell is there to bring him to the ground. Gain of 1 on the play. Boy, as a running back, you only get 1 yard in the stat column, but Reichley ran about 25 that time.
Right, that's what I've been saying, Watson, from the get-go, is that, I don't know how much they're going to be able to run on us wide. We're not you look at our defensive line and linebackers, we're not that big this year, but, man, we got speed. And, look, I'll put the speed up against anybody any day. So, that's just reality.
2nd and 9 from the 43. Stevens looking to pass, throws left side, caught by Reichley at the line of scrimmage, tries to make a man miss at the 40, gets out of 2 tackles, cuts at the 35. He's got a first down up near the 30. Boy, some nice shifty running there out of Reichley after the catch. Grant Coleman goes over to bring him down. They'll mark it at the IA-31, gain of 12 on the play.
Right, I think you can see why Reichley is back there returning punts when he's back there. But, I do like all the pursuit for IA to the ball. They're not just they're swarming, and we're going to make those tackles later on in the game. But at least they are swarming and they're pursuing the guy catching the ball, the receiver right there. So that's good to see.
1st and 10 Mustangs from the Colonel 31. Ball is on the far hash. 4:53 to play first quarter. Pillow on top, 7-0. Stevens with 4 wide, and there's movement up front. Policini came across. We'll see if he was drawn. I don't believe so. Looks like this will go against the Colonels.
Yeah, just getting a little bit of a head start. Off sides for us.
The Mustangs will pick up 5. 1st and 5 from the 26. Remind you again, the first Colonel touchdown tonight. Be the first to text your name to 662-255-3091. Win a 1-month free membership. Turn Row CrossFit. Stevens firing complete to Simcox. Slips by a man at the 15, and he has an easy walk into the end zone. Pillow on top, 13-0 with 4:33 to play in the first quarter. It's the second scoring connection tonight from Shane Houston Stevens to Jaden Simcox. And the Colonel simply lost him over on the far sideline.
Yeah, you bring everybody to the wide side of the field. They had the trips receivers to this side of our side, and you just one-on-one, and it was really our guy against their guy. But 9 times out of 10, we make that tackle.
Leslie on for the extra point. There's movement again. Now a flag is thrown.
I was wondering if they were going to catch that.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
We'll back Leslie up a couple of yards for the extra point try, but judging by pregame warm-ups and
encroachment.
Oh, wow, they're going to call this against the Colonels. I beg your pardon. Well, back to what I was saying, Leslie has plenty of leg, even if they were to back him up. I don't think that would affect him, but instead, looks like they'll move it up a yard and try again. Pillow on top, 13-0, 4:33 to play here in the first quarter from Legion Field. Not quite the start the Colonels were looking for, but still no reason to panic.
No. We're good. We just got to weather the storm, and we will. We'll be fine.
Another flag is down. Leslie's kick was true, but we'll have to check with the officials. And encroachment again against the Colonels. Well, when you look down, Brian, and you see 2 coaches with their hands on their hips and the other 3 with the arms crossed, you know that it's not exactly what they're trying to draw up here.
No, I don't think that they really agreed with that call. And, I'm scratching my head on that. I didn't see that time, but anyway, it is what it is.
Pillow Academy on top here at Legion Field. 4:33 to play in the first quarter. take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cakes, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East, Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field. Pillow Academy on top of the Colonels, 14-0, 4:33 to play in the first quarter. And it's going to be Simcox kicking off. I believe I said Leslie earlier, Leslie with the extra point tries, but it's going to be Simcox kicking off here. See if the Colonels can get something going offensively. This time they do kick it deep. Dana will catch it on the run at the 5-yard line. Has a little return straight ahead across the 15, up near the 20. He was popped pretty good. Credit Dana with hanging on to the football there as he's dropped just shy of the 20.
Yeah, he did. He took a really good pop. Good to see that he's just jumping up from that, and seems like he's okay.
4:25 to go in the first quarter. Colonels will have it 1st and 10 at their own 19. Well, so far it's been the story. The Colonels are starting their drives on their half of the field. Pillow Academy also starting their drives on the Colonels' half of the field, and that's where we see the 14-point hole here. See if Farrell and company can get something going.
Yeah, we need to pick up at least one first down right here.
Powell shifts in motion. Handoff goes to Hill around the right side, and nothing there. Drop for no gain on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, once again, we're still trying to fill it out and see what we can do. We got a veteran line, and they got a big defensive line. So, once again, that's the story of right now what's going on in this first quarter is just to see who's going to control the line of scrimmage.
Leland Selby going to check in. Sophomore had quite the game last week. 14 carries, 49 yards, 3 catches, 51 yards. And so we'll see if he can maybe provide a little spark here as Powell will get a breather. 2nd and 10 for the Colonels from their own 19. And Coach Nestor going to have to burn a timeout. The play clock is down to 1. And he will call a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 3:37 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, you alluded to Leland. Right there at the end of Leland Selby, at the end of the game, it was, 4th and 4, I believe. And the quarterback just rolled out of the pocket, hit Leland on an out route, and really pretty much just sealed the game. He's a good-looking ball player, and I liked watching him run. He was waiting for his blockers to set up his blocks, and it looked like he's got good vision to make the cuts when he did. So I was really impressed with him, enjoyed watching him play last week.
Selby will be the H-back to the right side of the formation. Now he comes in motion. Colonels had 2 men in motion. A flag is thrown. Farrell's pass complete to Selby. Gain of a couple of yards, but this one will come back as Colonels had 2 going at one time.
Right, yeah, it looked like we had a little miscommunication on that, who was supposed to be in motion. But I do like the motion. That's one thing you see with our offense in the past is we do have a lot of motion, and that just lets our quarterback know what kind of defense that they're in. So I do like the motion, a lot of misdirection. I think that plays to our favor, especially when we're trying to get outside. And look, even though that it's a penalty, Leland made a very good catch right there. And look, he's going to have to do that. He's going to have to step up and just being a sophomore, that's promising for us, man.
Absolutely. Officials talking things over with the Mustang captains. And now Coach Trip McCarty going to come out onto the field, maybe get his 2 cents in. The penalty will back the Colonels up to the 14-yard line, 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 15. 3:21 to play, opening quarter. Colonels down 14-0. Pillow Academy off to a quick start here in Indianola tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what the coach was out on the field for. I would think that he would want to accept the penalty and back him up. I don't think he'd want to decline, and that's what he ended up doing.
Farrell will work out of the gun 4 wide for the Colonels on 2nd and 15. Drops straight back, looking to pass, steps up in the pocket. Now throws on the run, downfield, nearly intercepted. He was trying to hit Dana around the 29-yard line. And fortunate that one was not picked off. He'll have another opportunity, but it will be 3rd and 15.
Right, but you see some of Cole Farrell, some of his athleticism, just to see that he can't get out of the pocket, he can't get out there. Put good zip on the ball, it was there. That's good to see. 3rd and 15, and anxious to see what Coach Nestor calls up right here.
3rd and long. Colonels backed up at their own 14. Three wide, come to the near side for Farrell, who works out of the gun with Powell in the backfield. Looking to pass, under pressure. He's sacked inside the 5. Laws McCool comes up with the sack of Farrell. Colonel's going to be facing 4th and a mile, and Hill will have to punt it out of the back of his own end zone.
Yeah, it looked like that they just brought one extra guy. It didn't blitz. It looked like they sat back in the zone defense, just trying to keep everything in front of them. But they did bring one extra guy and just did a little bit of stunning there in the inside and ended up just getting through the offensive line. But that's one thing I can assure you that our coach is making a note of, but don't like punting out of our end zone.
James Hill with both heels at the back of the end zone. The snap goes over his head and out of bounds. That will result in a safety. That may have been by design. 16-0 with 2:15 to play in the first quarter. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Olivia, where are you going?
To Pap's store.
Why are you going there?
To help Sugar fix his book.
Wait, hold on, I'm coming with you.
What are you going to do?
I am going to help customers.
Call us at Robertson Floor Service. We can beautify your house and satisfy your flooring needs.
Robertson Floor Service has been serving your flooring needs since 1992. When it comes to floors, we've got you covered. 662-887-4477.
Come to Robertson Floor Service and get a free Coke.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located on Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
Welcome back after the safety. Pillow Academy on top 16-0. A free kick here as Robertson will kick it away from the 20. Mustangs will send back Simcox and Reichley. They'll stand just inside their own 20. The key here, make the Mustangs start on their own side of the 50, as they've not had to do that thus far. Here in this one, Robertson approaches the tee. It's a low line drive kick, going to hit at the 30. And will be picked up on a bounce by Reichley at the 22. Returns it up to the 30. The 35 gets by Kimball there, still on his feet at the 40. 45 makes a cut to midfield. A flag is down. And there's some pushing and jawing going on after the play, but the flag is back maybe in the area of a hold. And if so, perhaps that's the break the Colonels need.
Yeah, you hope where that flag was thrown that it's either a holding or clipping or something like that that's going to back them up. And I see Coach Putnam down there just motioning to back them up, and so that's a break for us. And one thing that just the average viewer we don't pay attention to is the field position game, man. You hear a lot of college coaches talking about it. You hear a lot of high school coaches talking about it. Just the field position. We just need to back them up and give them a long field, and give our defense a little bit of confidence. Just show them, say, look, they got to go this. The whole field, the whole length of the field on it. So they are backing them up. So that's good. I like let's just restart it, and it's just 16-0. It's not the end of the world, and let's give them a long field.
Block in the back, the call against the Mustangs. They will start this drive at their own 31, by far their worst field position of the night. We'll see if the Colonels can take advantage. 2:05 to play first quarter. Mustangs leading 16-0. Stevens waiting on the play call from the sideline. He'll work from the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, with Simmons in the backfield. Stevens looking to pass. Colonel's not able to get any pressure. Stevens has all day. Steps up, throws downfield into triple coverage. It's caught by Simcox at the 20 and brought down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. He went up over Zapponi there and just hauled it in. And, well, that's when you know you've got a senior quarterback, a senior receiver. They know that connection. They've burned us twice already. That makes 3, and the Mustangs, just like that, have first and goal.
Yeah, you can tell they've been around. This is not their first time around. And, in the past, I know some old games that of Bill in the past is, a lot of drop passes. But, you try to keep everything in front of you, but just a little bit out-timed our jump.
Stevens on first and goal from the 9, rolls right, throws toward the end zone, incomplete. Colonel's fortunate there. I believe a flag was not thrown. There was some contact in the end zone. We'll certainly take second and goal from the 9.
Yeah, I had to double-check Watson just to make sure there wasn't any yellow laundry on the field. No flag, but easily could have. But right here, you get down here on the 9-yard line, you try to spread everything out. This can hurt you sometimes.
Reichley comes in motion. They give it straight ahead to Simmons. He dives inside the 5. They'll mark him around the 3. We'll bring up third and goal. Colonels will have another opportunity to keep the Mustangs out of the end zone as Powell will check back into the game.
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit more size. This 3rd and 1 on the 1, and our defensive line, they just need a man up right here, and let's get a stop and anything, man, just a little bit of confidence. I'm not a bit of a fan of the shotgun. We'll see what they're doing.
He got a little closer there than I thought. They do hand off to Simmons. He's in with ease. Touchdown Mustangs with 1:07 to play in the first quarter. Pilla goes on top 22-0. Boy, the big bomb down the left side just hurts, once again, and the Mustangs trying to pull away with this one here, still in the first quarter.
And, it wasn't bad coverage on that long throw. I think our guy just didn't time his jump just right, so it wasn't like it was that bad of coverage on him.
Leslie on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 23-0. Mustangs extend their lead with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Your vehicle is always unpleasant, but getting it repaired doesn't have to be. Scott Lofton and the staff at Indianola Collision will help you through the process. From the insurance company to the actual repairs, we use the best parts. It will make your truck and car look just like new. Our 24-hour record service, a rental car available if you need it, and a skilled, friendly staff make Indianola Collision the #1 destination for body work on your vehicle. We hope you don't need us soon, but we're here when you do. Indianola Collision, Highway 82 East in Indianola. Call us at 887-2000.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field. 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Colonels in a hole. They trail Pillow Academy 23-0 as Simcox set to kick it away from the 40. Dana and Selby back deep to return for the Colonels. Well, just anything positive offensively here and just let the Colonels relax a little bit, I think is what the doctor has ordered, as Dana corrals it at the 10. Tries a burst of speed straight ahead, makes something out of nothing, gets to the 25, 15-yard return. Colonels will have it 1st and 10.
Right, you said it, Watson. They just need a break. They just need a break right now. Everything's going Pillow's away right now, and, we forget that these are, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old young men out there, and they just need a break and and they're going to get it. Just settle down. Their heads are still up. You don't see a lot of that on the sidelines, so that's promising. They're still into the game. A little pep in their step. I like that.
1st and 10, Colonels from their own 25. Farrell under center with Powell in the backfield. Toller comes in motion near side. They'll give it to Toller. Tries to get the edge. Picks up one block. He's to the 30 before he's taken out of bounds. Alex Lindsey coming over to make the stop. They'll mark Toller at the 31, a 6-yard gain. Will leave the Colonels with 2nd and 4.
And, just anything positive right there. I like that, getting Woods outside. Once again, I've been saying since the front of the game that, is that if we can get wide on them, I think we got more speed than them tonight. They are big up front, but I don't know about their speed. That was good. The 6-yard gain. I like bringing Woods in motion like that and letting him turn upfield. He's been doing that for 2 years now.
2nd and short, Hill in motion far side. They give it straight ahead to Powell. Puts his head down, and he's stacked up, driven back. They will give him forward progress to the 33, a gain of about 1 on the play as they marked the previous spot at the 32. Let's see where they put this one down. About 32 and a half. 3rd, and we'll call it 2 coming up for the Colonels.
Yeah, that just shows you that if you can get a positive gain on 1st down, gives you a lot of options when you get the 2nd and 3rd down. Right here, we could go a bootleg, just get Cole Farrell out of the pocket once again. Give it Ashton Powell. You could bring Woods in motion. A lot of good things that can happen off of this. So if you do get on 1st down, it sets you up for right here. Let's see what they do, Watson.
Wishbone set, Hill in motion. They give it to Toller on the crossbuck, and Pillow Academy sniffed that one out. Seth Hollis had it read about as well as you can, and he drops Toller back at the 27, a loss of 6 on the play.
Yeah, a little bit of penetration that Pillow got on the offensive line. We did try to do some motion right there just to see what they were going to do, and look, we're still trying to see what they're going to give us, and we'll just go from there with it. I like the game that we had on 1st down, and Ashton's been getting some yards up front, and we're okay right now. Start the 2nd quarter here now, and look, it's I've always said I'm an Auburn fan, Watson, and you know that, and all the people at my church, they know that. But Nick Saban, if you can get through that 1st quarter with Nick Saban, man, he pretty much puts it on cruise control, which you can, But I've always said if you can weather the 1st quarter with Nick Saban. On the other side, you got it made. I think that, we weathered the storm. Yeah, it is 23-0, but, it's 4th and 10. We get off a good punt. Let's back them up and, just see what we can do from there.
It will be 4th and 8 for the Colonels as we get ready to start the 2nd quarter. We flip into the field. Colonels will now work left to right, Mustangs right to left. James Hill will go back and stand inside his own 15 to punt it away. Reichley will stand at the Mustang 34. Well, we've seen one punt of 18 yards. We've seen a punt blocked, and we've seen a snap on a punt go over the head of Hill and out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Let's see what we can do here. Good snap back to Hill. This time a high wobbly kick. That's what it's supposed to look like. Hits at the Mustang 45, takes a Colonel roll to the Pillow 37, and that's where Pillow Academy will start 1st and 10. 11:50 to play before the half. Mustangs on top 23-0.
And that's what we need to do is just flip the field on them a little bit, let them start on their side of the 50, and look, I can assure you that they made note of, look, don't let anybody get behind you. Don't, it was just don't worry about it. It's just one play. You out-timed your jump. It's not that big of a deal. Let's, let's just move on from there and see what we can do.
36-yard punt out of Hill, no return. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 37. Ball is on the far hash. Stevens works from the gun with 4 wide, looking to pass. Dumps it off the screen underneath, completed 35, and another 1st down pickup for the Mustangs, working into Colonel territory. It's Christian Belt.
Yeah, it looked like they caught one of our linebackers on a blitz, and, just a good call from them. The field was wide open right there.
15-yard gain to the Colonel 48, 1st and 10 Mustangs. Clock runs with 11:25 to play in the second quarter. Don't forget, coming up during the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show, we'll have Lost Pizza Trivia. Stevens hands off straight ahead. Another burst and another first.
On the other side of the field, didn't see what happened. Don't know what that is about. Do know that Ashton thought he was being held, but that was not where the flag was thrown. So I don't know. But they are talking to our DP right there, talking to Leland just to see.
Yeah, that flag right on the far side of the field. The play was coming near side. That flag's a good 30 yards away from the play. We'll see what that's all about as they mark Belt down at the 33 of Indianola Academy.
Yeah, they're discussing it. I don't know if it was something after the play or what. I was watching the play, so I didn't get to see exactly what was going on over there.
Officials still huddled together. We'll take this opportunity to remind you on the first Colonel touchdown tonight. Hopefully we're going to see one. You'll have an opportunity to win a 1-month free membership to Turnrow CrossFit. Be the first to text your name to 662-255-3091. Officials still chatting about the penalty flag.
Looks like they're coming over here to tell Coach Nestor exactly what's going on.
Still no indication from the head official. Now we've got a personal foul against the Colonels. They will mark this off from the end of the play. It's not a dead ball foul, though, was it? The flag was thrown.
Well, that's what I was
the play. Maybe that's their option.
And it could be. I'm not sure. And I'm not. I am biased because I love IA, but a lot of times they see the second retaliation. The retaliation.
Yeah.
They don't see what happens at first, and hopefully that's what's going on there. But
they will mark off 15 yards, 1st and 10 Mustangs at the Colonel 18. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right for Stevens. As Belk in the backfield. Actually, that's Harris. Stevens looking to pass, has time, going back to the back corner of the end zone, caught by Simcox, but he comes down out of bounds. Boy, the athleticism there to go up and get that over Brandon Brown, but he just couldn't come down in bounds, or Mustangs would have had 6 more.
Yeah, Stevens, he had a pump fake right there, and Brandon, he bit on that pump fake, and thankfully, he just let him a little bit out of bounds and wasn't able to get a foot down in, but Brandon did bite on that, and it just let him a little bit out of the end zone.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Handoff goes to Harris, straight ahead, now works left side, makes a cut at the 5, runs through, looks like Brown inside the 2, and they're going to mark him down at the 1. 17-yard run, 1st and goal, Mustangs.
And man, I'm looking at those guards right there, man. They are big, and he just followed his lead blocker up in there and got down there. So it was a good call for them. We brought a blitz on the outside, it looked like, and they just ran to the other side of the field.
1st and goal from the 1. Stevens out of the gun. Backs in an eye to his right. It goes to Harris straight ahead. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs, and that makes it 29-0. Pillow Academy having their way with the Colonels here tonight. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. At some point, like we've been saying, you just got to stop the bleeding and need something positive to happen. Colonels yet to pick up a first down tonight. We'll see what they can get going on their next drive as Leslie on for the extra point.
Watching we had said, we're replacing a lot of people from last year and 2 years ago as well, and so we got a young team. We really do.
Leslie's kick is up and good, 30-0. Mustangs on top of the Colonels with 10 minutes to play in the second quarter. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal, smooth, clean fillet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planters Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planters Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
John Deere.
Welcome back. Philo Academy adds to the lead. 5 plays, 63 yards on the drive. Harris, a 1-yard plunge, and the Mustangs on top 30-0 with 10 minutes to play. Second quarter. Colonel set to get it back. Looks like we've got Dana and that's Zapponi or Selby back deep to return the kick. It's going to be Selby. Simcox. High end-over-end kick. Selby going to go over and let it hit at the 15. He thought it was going out of bounds, picks it up, tries to reverse field, and makes a couple of men miss. Selby up to the 30, up to the 32 before he's taken off his feet. Boy, that was scary, Brian. He picked that one up awfully late, made a nice return, and a late flag comes in where Selby was taken down.
Maybe his helmet's off. Selby's helmet's off, so I don't know if it was a late hit. But Matt Watson, that shows you what kind of night it is right now. You know, when the ball bounces like that and it bounces, looks like it's going, going out of bounds, and then bounces inbounds. You know, I thought that we were going to get it, but look, it worked out for us. We still got it. Looks like on the 35, but now they're marking it off. So look, it worked out good for us, and that's the thing that I've been impressed with Selby is he follows his blockers really well. For a 10th grader. That he's following those blockers like that. So, look, we got to get him involved, and we will as the game unfolds. But look, that might be the spark that we need. I'm hoping it is, Watson.
Yeah.
I really am.
They mark it up to the 48, 1st and 10. Colonels from their own 48, ball on the far hash. Farrell under center, I formation in the backfield with Zapponi and Hill. Be a toss right side to James Hill, and he's chopped down after a 1-yard gain, works to the 49 before he's taken off his feet. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Colonel.
But that was good, Watson. Our offensive line, they got a little bit of push that time, and, that's good to see. That. And one thing, Watson, I've noticed in the 5 years that I've been associated with Indianola Academy football is that, when you get to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, we're better conditioned than most teams. And hopefully that's what we're going to see tonight. I'm thinking that's what we're just seeing right there. Hopefully that we got a little bit of a push on the offensive line, so let's just see where it leads us.
A big hill to climb, but certainly plenty of time to do it.
Absolutely.
Farrell under center on 2nd and 9. He's under heavy pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Another sack back at the 41-yard line. This time it's Josh Moore.
Yeah, it looked like Cole was just trying to, I don't know if that was trying to set up the screen or what, and there's a lot of traffic in there, and I think, it might have been James Hill that just got caught up in that traffic a little bit right there. But it was a good call. It was just one of those things that just didn't execute it, a lot of traffic in there. But I liked what we were doing right there. If he could have got it off, it was wide open out there.
3rd and 17 from the IA-41. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers come to the near side. High snap. Farrell throws right side complete to Toller. He's gobbled up. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the 34 is where they will mark him out. 7-yard loss on the play will bring up 4th and 24.
Watson, I was just watching as that play unfolded. And don't think that our coaches didn't see it, but I'm watching the whole field from up here in the press box. It's been a long time since I've been in the press box, but, man, they are pursuing Philo Academy, and I'm calling them PA. I graduated from Patrician Academy in Butler, Alabama, So I'm calling, and we were PA, so I'm calling Pilla PA, so I'm trying to get over that. But listen, they are going after it. Don't look, we're going to fake it down the road, and he's going to be wide open downfield. Just mark my words. So I said it here first, Watson.
Hill back to punt, stands at his own 20. A nice high spiral kick will be taken at the 35-yard line. That's Lindsey on the returns. There with up right side. Multiple flags are down. Lindsey still on his feet into Colonel territory, but this one should be coming back as Lindsey had a nice return. He got down to about the 30 before he was taken out, but the flags are back in Pilla territory.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a block in the back. I'm pretty sure that's where the flag was thrown. But you know, a good punt sometimes can be your worst nightmare because you can't outkick your coverage. It looked like that's what they just called a block in the back, and I think that's or holding one of the two. But they are backing them up. That's the most important thing. They're backing them up. But you know, that's what I was talking about. Weathering the storm. You weather this storm, get through the first quarter. Yeah, we are down, but you know, we do need to make note that there's been unsportsmanlike conduct on the kickoff,
right?
And then now a block in the back, 2 15-yard penalties. You know, hopefully, you know, our guys are settling down. Maybe Phil is coming unraveled a little bit. You know, we can just see. But I think we need to make a note of that. Our guys are going to be fine moving forward right here.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Play action from Stevens, going for the home run pass, and got a man open, caught at the Colonel 37. That is Hagan Wilson on the reception, taken down by Selby at the Colonel 32. Wow, 34-yard gain. Another Mustang first down.
Yeah, just been on the play action a little bit, and it was just one-on-one coverage, and we've seen that a lot tonight. That their guys just beat our guy a couple of times downfield, but just been on that play action, and once again, you got a senior quarterback Stevens that he put it right where it needed to be put.
We get a 36-yard gain. Simmons on the carry, straight ahead. Taken down by Sepulvedo, just shy of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26. A 6-yard gain will leave the Mustangs with 2nd and 4 as the clock runs with 6:23 to play second quarter. Colonel's trailing Pillow Academy 30-0. Been a long time, Brian, since Colonels have been in this situation.
Yeah, you know, I know that I've never been in this situation, just being here for 5 years, and I'm used to seeing 30-0 on the other side. But look, it's reality. You can't stay on top all the time, and not saying that we can't overcome this. Look, I've seen it in the past. Score 30 points in a quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do it.
It can happen. We've got a timeout on the field for a water break. We'll step aside and take a break as well. Back in a minute with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
John Deere Gators from Wade Incorporated are tough, strong, and durable all year round. Whether you're hunting, maintaining the yard, or just enjoying the outdoors, you can be ready to work hard and play hard. With up to 72 months financing, Wade and John Deere can get you rolling in a John Deere Gator this year. Visit wadeinc.com for more details. Wade Incorporated, your North Mississippi John Deere dealer, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at South Sunflower County Hospital. When you have a minor emergency, waiting to be seen can be a real pain. That's why you need Delta Primary After Hours Clinic. You'll love the convenience and personal attention that can only be found at South Sunflower County Hospital. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you'll have immediate access to our full scope of hospital services. Visit your winning team at www.southsunflower.com. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field. 6 minutes to play second quarter coming out of the timeout. Pilla Mustangs looking at 2nd and 4 from the Colonel 26. Mustangs on top 30-0. There's movement up front. Flags are down. Clock was running toward the end of that timeout. They do stop it there with the flag. It'll be offsides against the Colonels. Mustangs will pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21.
Yeah, I think right now the key is just to keep everything in front of us. You know, they're bringing an extra running back in, so probably for a blocker.
It will be a handoff to Simmons straight ahead, carrying a Colonel down the field. He's inside the 10, down to the 5. Boy, tough, hard-nosed running there from Eli Simmons. 16-yard gain, first and goal, Mustangs from the 5 as Brewer Wright will check in. Sepulveda will get a breather.
Yeah, Eli, he's a big back. Eli Simmons, 5'11", 185, a junior. He's a big kid. That's 185, almost 6 foot tall. You could tell that he wanted turning those legs, and he wanted those extra few yards.
First and goal, Stevens will hand off straight ahead to Simmons. Stacks up a couple of Colonels, reaches for the goal line. They're going to mark him short at the 1. 4-yard gain will bring up second and goal.
Right. I think that, I was watching that Stevens made the right read, the defensive line, the defensive end, he came out and, Stevens was supposed to give to the up back like he did and, made a good read on that. You can tell he's composed. You can tell that this is not his first game and just makes a difference. Been there, done that kind of thing.
Lost McCool, Jack Cooper in the backfield here on second and goal. Handoff will go to McCool, and he is in the end zone. Another touchdown for Pillow Academy. 36-0 with 4:20 to play in the second quarter. Mustangs doing as they please here tonight with the Colonels, and really no other way to say it.
No,
and you hate to say that.
Right.
This is a Colonel team that's not accustomed to having this done, and just give credit to Pillow Academy for making it happen.
And it's the last couple of years, we've had our way with them, and that they got that on their mind. I mean, who wouldn't? And this offensive line, they've been big for the last couple of years, and now they're all seniors. They're wanting this game, and I understand exactly where they're coming from.
Got a new kicker in there. Juan Carlos Hernandez puts the extra point through. Sophomore for the Mustangs getting some playing time, and we'll get his name on the stat sheet.
Yeah, man, look, two good kickers like that. Once again, one thing you're seeing more and more of in high school football is that, it's good kickers. And when I was coming up, that I don't even know why they had goalposts, really, because, we knew we was going for 2.
Yeah.
And I think they just put them there just because you're supposed to have them. But, I'm impressed with look, we let him try 3 times earlier, on the one of the first or second touchdown, and he flipped uprights. And now they got another one, a younger kid kicking. But, I wouldn't be shocked right here, Watson. We've had 2 good returns. Leland Selby had a good return, and also Houston Dana at the end of the first quarter. Both had good kick returns. And, I think, like you alluded to it on the first one, they kicked it to the up back, and I think that was by design. They might kick it deep, being 37-0, but I can assure you that their coach over there is telling them, don't just remember what he did last time. They both have had good kick returns, so I wouldn't be shocked if they just do a little pooch kick, but I'll take it, kick it to James Hill right there. James Hill, he can break it. All those guys, I see all those upfield. See Woods Toller on the other side. He can break it as well. So whatever they do, and, if they have enough time, they can break it. But I wouldn't be shocked, just a little pooch kick right here. I could be wrong. That's why I'm right here.
4:20 to go before the half. Colonel's trailing 37-0. About to get it back here, and we'll have some time trying to make something happen before the half. Leslie kicks it away. It's a high end-over-end kick. Dana going to come up, take it at the 11. Has a little wall straight ahead, then runs into a pile of white shirts shy of the 25-yard line. That's where the Colonels will start. 1st and 10.
Yeah, once again, that's why I told you I was up here. That's why I'm in the broadcast booth. But I think the goal is just to keep it away from Leland Selby on that. But, we'll take it. We're at the 25. Maybe Woods Toller in motion. We got a good gain off of that earlier. Ashton Powell's had some good runs. We'll just see what we got right here.
1st and 10. Toss comes near side to Hill, and he is hit hard. Jacob Bush coming up to make the stop. They'll mark it at the 24. It looks like a gain of 1 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I think that, I think there might have been a missed block by one of the guys. I'm not sure, but, once again, we could have had a helmet on helmet. I think that, James Hill we've seen by last week had a good game. And even last year run the ball a little bit, when he got some time in there behind Wesley Lester and some of our other ones, he's capable of breaking one as well.
2nd and 9, Farrell back to pass. Quick drop, looking left side. Has Robertson tipped, and it falls incomplete. Boy, you got plenty of air under that one. The timing was right, but credit the secondary there out of the Mustangs. A nice play downfield. Matthew Jeffcoat had the coverage and just would not let Robertson haul it in. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Well, it was, and, once again, I think that, we can, if we can just air it out, throw as far as you can, let our guys run up under it and see if they can catch it. I'm up here in the booth, little hand checking going on right there,
yeah.
And it could have easily been pass interference.
2 receivers left for Farrell. Quick handoff to Powell. Ball is loose on the ground. Pillow Academy has recovered. Frazier Rose coming up with the recovery. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at the Colonel 28.
Yeah, I couldn't. They were trying to run the option right there, and the up back right there, the fullback, Ashton Powell, and I couldn't really tell watching if it was on the handoff, if Cole was still trying to decide if he wanted to keep it or what. But he made the right read. He don't need to get down on himself. He made the right read. He gave it to the right back. It was there. That's what Philo was giving us. And so, I like the option. I think that, if we can do that, gives you, the reason they call it an option, it gives you a lot of options. And, I like that. He made the good read. He don't need to get down on himself. It was there. So, that's I like to see us in that formation.
New quarterback for the Mustangs is Nelson Hodges. He is a sophomore, wears number 10, hands off to Simmons straight ahead, and he might break one inside the 15, inside the 10, and taken down out of bounds. Flags come in. Robertson on the tackle. Robertson not happy. Giving the benefit of the doubt. Perhaps he didn't realize where he was on the field and was playing to the whistle, but that will tackle on some more for the Mustangs.
Well, unfortunately, it will. And this is where, what they call, you hear a lot in college football, this is, and I've heard Brady allude to it in the past, this is Brady Smith when he's doing this is gut check time. Let's see who you are, see what you're made of, and I think that look, we've been saying all night that Eli Simmons he's a hard runner. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt anyway. On that. So
they'll mark it half the distance to the goal. 1st and goal from the 4. Hodges under center, going to call his own number. Puts his head down, stretches for the goal line, and he's in the end zone. Another flag comes in, this one late. Nelson Hodges, a 4-yard touchdown run, but we'll have to check his penalty marker.
Looks like I think they're going to call holding, and so that's going to back them up right there. So that's good. One thing that I've seen, Watson, and is that they're bringing in that extra blocker in there when they're down on the goal line, and they're just running it right behind them. Now, I'm not saying that they might be trying to set something up, but look, that right there, that might be good. Just back them up. They called holding, and there's been some iffy holding calls that they hadn't called tonight, and let's just be honest about it. You can call holding on any play.
Sure.
And I think that it finally caught up with them, but I would, they're going behind that, that big number 30, Alex Walker Wood. He's a big guy. They're going right behind him when they're running it.
So after the penalty, 1st and goal from the 12, handoff to Cooper. Puts his head down, works down to the 5-yard line, gain of 7. Lead the Mustangs with 2nd and goal. Clock runs with 1:40 to play first half. Pillow on top, 37-0.
I thought Philly would just take their time trying to get to the halftime, but it looks like they're still going hurry up, no huddle.
Hodges takes a snap, hands off to Cooper again. This time he is in there for the touchdown. 5-yard run for Jack Cooper, 43-0. Mustangs continue to pour it on here in the first half.
And at halftime right here, Coach Nestor, I believe he's probably just going to try to get to halftime right here. But this is a good teaching lesson for these kids because, Sherman Sims, he's not here no more. Wesley Lester's not here. Our quarterback from last year, what was
Will Davis.
Will Davis, they're not here, but, I'll let you get right here, and then we can get back to that. But
Hernandez on for his second extra point attempt, and he puts this one through, and that was with a botched hold. The sophomore Hernandez able to put that one in, and so 44-0, Pillow Academy all over the Colonels here tonight. 47 seconds left to play in the half.
And I'm not, I'm just saying, this, it is what it is, and that just shows you what kind of night it is when you have that muff hold right there, and then you're still able to get it down, and then still you can just, put a knuckleball really through the uprights, and that's what we did. But look, I know that they're just going to get, they need to get to halftime, and 47 seconds, they'll regroup, and, this is a learning lesson for these kids because it's a lot of these guys, they're stepping up, they're new to it, and they'll respond. It's we're seeing that, winning's contagious. It is, but we see that, it's not, I read something this past week, being a pastor and everything is that, sometimes familiarity, it breeds complacency. And I hope that's not what we're seeing here. It's, we want to get to 50 wins. We want to keep the home win streak going and all of that. But, sometimes familiarity can breed complacency. And look, this coaching staff, we're blessed with some godly men out there that love these kids. And look, they'll respond. We're going to see a different team in the second half.
Hernandez set to kick it away. Mustangs on top, 44-0. It's a short kick, taken on a hop at the 16 by Selby. Looks for return room up the Mustang sideline. Going to be taken out of bounds near the 30. So the Colonels with about 35 seconds left to work with here in the half. Couple of timeouts. See what Coach Nestor chooses to do. I'm like you. I think you just want to get to the locker room at this point and have a chance to regroup.
Yeah, just regroup, and it's look. Anything can happen, but at this time, you don't want any major injuries, anything like that, and it is what it is, and we've been on the other side of things. It's not fun being on this side of it. None of us like this.
Farrell under center on 1st and 10 from the Colonel 30. Hand off straight ahead, and a short gain on the play. That'll be the final play of the first half. Nolan Nichols on the carry. The Colonels will not have to snap it again, but Coach Nestor going to send Farrell out there. Gain of 2 on the play for Nichols. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Colonels. Backs are split. Nichols in there again. Farrell will toss it right side to Hill. Picks up a huge block from Toller. Hill up to the 41 before he's taken out of bounds. 9-yard gain. Hey, if there's any momentum to take into half, absolutely. That's it, because that's the best play the Colonels have had all night.
And that's one of our favorite plays. We like to toss it, get our guy out wide like that, and offensive line blocked well. He followed his lead blockers well, and, I like us ending the first half on that. That's good.
44-0. It's all Mustangs here at the half. They lead Indianola Academy. And we will step aside, take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. Hope you'll stay with us. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
And raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
This is Earl Pitts, grocery professor, and I'm about to lay some learning on you, so pay attention. This is how shoppers value food works. It's simple. The price on the shelf is what they pay to get the food, and then they add 10% at the cash register. It ain't a tax. It covers all expenses, the rent, the payroll, electricity. Them coolers don't run on unicorn sneezes. Look at it like this. If you're paying for Shoppers Value to find out the best food at the best price, then that's the deal. Shoppers Value Foods. Highway 82 in Indianola. Class dismissed.
I'm Greg Bills from Bills Body Shop in Rural, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
20 seconds left with Let's Make Money. It's time for our first guest to pick a category of their choice. Alex.
I'll take reliable banking for 600.
Though it's local, this bank is known for having expansive online capabilities.
Community Bank?
Correct.
Reliable banking, 800.
The Small Business Administration ranked this bank #1 in Mississippi for SBA loans.
Community Bank?
Correct again.
Reliable banking, 1,000.
All right, Alex, this is for all the marbles. This bank is truly like no other bank you know.
Community Bank.
We have a winner!
Community Bank, always the right answer.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you at the half. It is the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show here from Legion Field. It's been all Pillow Academy so far. They lead the Colonels 44-0. But again, our halftime show brought to you by the Larry Vance Scott Station, located on Highway 82 in Indianola next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Go by and see Larry and his staff pick up a hot breakfast during the week. A good plate lunch, cold drinks, snacks available as well at the Larry Vance Scott Station. And I think Brady said last week he's going to name that the place the Colonel fans like to roam.
Like to
roam. The Larry Vance Scott Station. So appreciate him being on board with our halftime show again this year.
Look, those plate lunches too. I took a church member of mine that he's passed away now, but Cecil Coleman, he was wanting to. He said, "Let's stop here and get us a plate." And when I went in there, I couldn't eat it all. I mean, they load you down with food, and good food, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe you go to the Larry Vance Scott Station, get loaded up on food, then go to Turn Row CrossFit, work it off.
Man, I got it now. I see what y'all are doing. Look, it's genius. Genius, man.
44-0, all Mustangs here at the half. Unfortunately, we do not have stats for you tonight. We do apologize for that, but just going back to recap how we got here, it's been a dominant performance by Pillow Academy. The Colonels have not picked up a first down in the first half, just, unable to get anything going, no momentum. Some miscues on special teams contributed to a couple of Mustang points early, and things just kind of snowballed, and that's where we are at the half, and I think you said it earlier, the Colonels have not had that many gut check moments the last few years. No. They really haven't, and so, we'll see what these kids are made of. The staff's going to get in there and try to right the ship as much as possible at this point, but certainly uncharted territory, and I think the key now for Colonel fans is how do they respond?
Well, and that's it. Here's the thing. It's new for us. He's had some of these probably. You got Coach Bridges on the staff, Delta State, coach at Delta State, and then Shan, he's been around his whole life. His dad was my dad's coach at Mississippi Delta. He was on the coaching staff when my dad was playing football at Mississippi Delta years ago. So, look, this is not new for them. It is uncharted territory for our team now. But, look, it's not new to them. It don't catch them by surprise. They've been there, done that. So I think you're going to see an inspired team. I think that it's gut check time. And really, to be honest with you, since I've lived here, this is my be my 6th year of high school football with AA is that, we haven't had these. Everything. It's, this is, I would say that, go out on a limb, Watson. I don't know. I tried to make all the home games. I don't know if we've been behind any in the first half since I've lived here in 5 years. You might can think of, I know that the Bio game last year in the playoffs, we were down late.
Right.
But I can't just think of one. I know that Manchester, my first year here, that's when Manchester was still playing 11-man, that they hit a strike across the middle and the guy broke it for a touchdown, but I can't remember if we were behind or what. But,
right.
It's uncharted territory for these kids. It is.
Those times have certainly been few and far between. And, but, perhaps this is something gel this team together, and it's a long season ahead. It's a non-conference game. You said it off the air earlier. This game means absolutely nothing,
Right.
As far as the season is concerned. Yes, it would have been nice to be able to extend the home win streak, but, some things are meant to be broken, and we'll see where the Colonels can go from here, and still a half of football to play. Certainly the game is not over. Would it be a stretch to be able to make a comeback? Sure, but a lot of football left to be played, and we'll see how the guys come out of the locker room. 44-0, Philo Academy on top here at the half. This is the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have Lost Pizza Trivia for you. You'll have an opportunity to win a $10 gift card from Lost Pizza Company of Indianola. Stay with us. This is Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-2-0.
Time for Lost Pizza Trivia here in the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. If you know the answer to our trivia question, be the first to call in and answer correctly. Win a $10 gift card from Lost Pizza of Indianola. The number to call tonight is 662-255-3091. Again, that number is 662-255-3091. 9-1. It's some SEC trivia for you tonight. College football, the big kickoff this weekend. And we want to know tonight what SEC team has the longest streak of consecutive games without being shut out. What SEC team has the longest streak of consecutive games without being shut out? Ironic, the Colonels are being shut out here in the first half. But we want to know what SEC team has the longest streak of consecutive games without being shut out. If you know the answer, call 662-255-3091. We will step aside and try to get a winner, and we'll be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Where are you going? To Pat's store. Why are you going there? To help Sugar fix his work. Wait, hold on, I'm coming with you. What are you going to do? I am going to help customers. Call us at Robertson Floor Service. We can beautify your house and satisfy your flooring needs.
Robertson Floor Service has been serving your flooring needs since 1992. When it comes to floors, we've got you covered. 662-887-4477.
Come gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn, and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East, Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mark Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you from Legion Field. Still no winner on our Lost Pizza Trivia. We want to know what SEC team has the longest streak of consecutive games without being shut out. And we've had several calls, a lot of good guesses, mostly one team that everybody's been guessing that is incorrect, but still no winner. If you want to take a shot at it, call 662-255-3091. The SEC team that has the longest streak of consecutive games without being shut out. We'll give you a hint. You've got to go back to 1988. Don't know how much of a hint that is, but we are going to give you that year. And we do have a winner. Get you the name here momentarily. The Florida Gators. The answer to our trivia question, they have gone 384 games without being shut out on the scoreboard. The last time the Florida Gators were shut out, October 29th, 1988, Brian's Auburn Tigers shut them out 16-0. That's a mighty impressive streak. The second highest, or the second longest, is Georgia at 301 games, then Alabama at 240. Then there's a huge drop-off to Auburn at 78. It just goes down from there. But Florida, the answer we were looking for, 384 games. Last time they were shut out, October of 1988. Dalen Beals is our winner tonight. Glad Dalen is listening in. Dalen, if you're ever free again on Friday night, we could use somebody on the stat board. You're always welcome back in the booth with us. Congratulations, and glad you're listening. Dalen Beals is our Lost Pizza Trivia winner, and want to remind you that is valid, that gift certificate only valid for the location here in Indianola. But congratulations to Dalen. Again, Florida Gators, the answer we were looking for. See if the Colonels can find an answer for the Pilla Mustangs in the second half. 44-0. It's been all Mustangs. Both teams back out on the field going through their stretches as we continue here with the Larry Vance Scott Station halftime show. Larry Vance Scott Station located on Highway 82 in Indianola, next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Brian can vouch for their plate lunch. Talking about how good it is. Go by and get a hot breakfast as well. Plenty of cold drinks and snacks available and more at the Larry Vance Scott Station in Indianola. When you talk about SEC football, Brian, it's a big slate this weekend. One team played last night, Texas A&M. Got a fairly easy win over Texas State. The Florida Gators got their season kicked off last week against Miami. They won as well. But a couple of big kickoffs, especially from Mississippi, 11 o'clock in the morning. Ole Miss at Memphis. Mississippi State playing, I don't even know what they're called anymore, Louisiana Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah. They're the Raging Cajuns, we think, still. Yeah. Playing at the Louisiana Superdome. So a couple of early kicks for the Mississippi teams tomorrow.
Yeah, and the thing is that, Louisiana Lafayette, they have, I think State has an upper hand. The reason I say this is Mark Hustis, the old coach at Louisiana Lafayette. He is on staff now at State. He was there last year, so he recruited all those guys, most of them, all the upperclassmen. He recruited them, so he's going to know what the kids can do. And listen, some of the older ones, they call it Memphis State.
Yeah.
But whenever you play Memphis, that's going to be a dogfight. So, being at the Liberty Bowl too, Ole Miss, they're going to travel up there to Memphis. That's just in their backyard, basically. And so I think that both of those teams, I think they're going to travel. Everybody wants to go to New Orleans, and but I think the Ole Miss and Memphis game is going to be a big one. I do want to say this, Watson, about the trivia, is that I'm an Auburn fan, and so everybody out there listening, don't hold that against me, please don't, and make sure I'm rooting for my Tigers tomorrow. But they played the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn. They played the Iron Bowl in Birmingham for years, and it wasn't until the early 2000s that they moved it back to Tuscaloosa. And Auburn actually, for just a couple of years ago, before Saban got there, they hadn't even scored any points in Tuscaloosa. The first game back was 17-0, and then it was that 9-0 one in 2000. So
wow,
it took them a while, but now they score plenty of points on Auburn in Tuscaloosa. They do it every year.
Well, what am I doing coming up with the trivia? You pulling out all that?
Look, but it's all. No, you did good. You did good. We're going to have to get Brady to remind us of some IA stuff. Looks like we're ready to go here, Watson. We're kicking off. They did defer to the second half. Pilla did, so we're kicking off to them, and it looks like here we go.
Spencer Robertson will kick away from the 40. He'll kick right to left. Third quarter underway. We should have a running clock here in the second half. Robertson's kick goes through the end zone for a touchback. Mustangs will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. If you talk about your Auburn Tigers, probably the marquee game of the weekend this weekend in college football. Auburn and Oregon going at it at Jerry's World in Dallas.
Right, yeah. Game day's going to be there, so it's a big game, and looking forward to it. Starting our first ever true freshman at quarterback, or they said since the 40s, and Bo Nix, his dad, Patrick Nix, played quarterback at Auburn back in '94. We went undefeated then, so looking forward to that. Just hope he can get things going.
You've got Alabama, Duke tomorrow afternoon, 2:30. Don't think that'll be any trouble for Saban's Army as Mustangs give it straight ahead. First play of the third quarter, working up to the 25-yard line is Christian Belk. I believe it was on the carry. Beg your pardon, Jordan Sykes, number 9 on the carry. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Mustangs. We do have a running clock. Second half should fly by rather quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking at, Pilla's roster, and, 5'11", 5'11", 5'11". All of these running backs are the same size, real tall, almost 6-foot tall guys.
Hodges stays in at quarterback. He'll hand off to Sykes again and tripped up just shy of the first down marker. Woods Toller going over to make the tackle. They'll mark Sykes down at the 29, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, with this running clock, and, we saw that, Hodges came in a little bit right there at the end, just trying to keep Stevens healthy. They're going to have some, they still got to play all those 4A teams, 5A teams, so, they're trying to keep for the we get on the air, you want to try to keep everybody healthy. I think that's the plan moving forward with all these coaches, both sides, keep everybody healthy.
44-0, Mustangs in control early in the third quarter. Hodges calls his own number out of the backfield. He'll have a first down pickup to the 39-yard line of Pillow Academy, 10-yard gain. Officials keep the clock running. Ashton Powell over to make the stop.
Yeah, we've been saying it was before the game even started. Who can control the line of scrimmage, and obviously Pillow has, but man, they're big. They are just a big, and reality is, they're supposed to win these games. They're a bigger school, and look, they haven't in the past. So
1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 39. Ball on the far hash. High snap to Hodges. He pulls it down, hands off to Sykes straight ahead. Another first down pickup as he works to midfield. Brandon Brown coming up to make the stop. They'll wind the clock again as the chains move. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the 50.
Like I said, they do have the clock running, and one thing I did notice that Hodges, I think that Pilla, they're just trying to get out here without any injuries. They are running it all the way down. I think he snapped it with 2 seconds left on the play clock right then. So, that's their mindset as well. Get some younger guys some playing time, and a lot of our guys, get them some quality reps here in the second half.
1st and 10 Mustangs. High snap back to Hodges. He's in trouble in the backfield, but uses his speed to pick up positive yardage. He'll get 2 to the 48. Braden Kimball over to make the stop.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was going to go over his head. He jumped up and caught it, and Hodges just being a sophomore, it looks like he's got some wheels right there, and we had him in the backfield, and he ended up picking a couple of yards up. But we were there for the taking, and I think it surprised us as much as it did Hodges.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 from the 48. Clock continues to run. Handoff straight ahead to Walker Wood. And Wood's taken off his feet inside the 45 at the 44. Gain of 4 on the play. And, I hadn't thought about it, Brian, but we hadn't had a chance to call out a Greenville Motorsports first down all night. The Colonels are still looking for their first down, but again, we appreciate Greenville Motorsports being on board, sponsoring all Colonel first downs. Hopefully we'll get a few of those here in the second half.
And, that's one thing we do need to pause. We get wrapped up in the emotion of it, but let's just be honest, Watson. We wouldn't be able to do what we do if it wasn't for our sponsors. They're very loyal to us, and we appreciate that. And so, we do need to mention that.
3rd and about 5. Wood takes the handoff again. He's got a first down pickup to the 35-yard line, 10-yard gain. And the Mustangs move the chains once again. Try to get some of these fresh bodies and faces, get the names out. Warren Toller checking out of the game. He was in on the last couple of plays. Wade Lang in the game now for the Colonels. Where's number 33? He'll be at defensive end. Brewer Wright back in there as well. Saw some action in the first half. Jeff Rainey in there at nose guard.
And I tell you what, I'm sitting here watching you just keep up with this. I don't see how you can just run down that roster, and, man, you can tell that you're a seasoned vet at this. Doing good, getting those younger guys and getting their name in. And, Wade, he's right there on 33. I see him. He's from Inverse. Good kid. He's getting some quality playing time. I think as the season unfolds, Watson, you're going to see us use a lot of these younger guys. And so I think this is good. It could be a blessing in disguise. You never know when your time is going to be called to make a difference. So,
John Reese Jackson in there as well. Looks like John Clayton Chisholm going to get some playing time here. 5:33 to play in the third quarter. Colonels trailing Pillow Academy 44-0. What we're going to do with the Turn Row CrossFit giveaway, we said we were going to give away on the first Colonel touchdown tonight. What we'll do is at the end of the third quarter, when we announce the end of the third quarter, be the first to text your name to 662-255-3091. Again, that'll be at the end of the third quarter. Be the first to text your name to 662-255-3091. Win a 1-month free membership to Turn Row CrossFit. Had a timeout for a water break on the field, and coming out of the timeout, 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Colonel 35. Ball is on the far hash. Nelson Hodges continues to direct the Mustang offense here in the second half. Play action, calls his own number, and tripped up near the 30. Grant Coleman gets his hand in there to bring Hodges down. They'll mark it at the 28, gain of 7 on the play. Connor Roncalli going to check in. Freshman wears number 8. Coleman will get a breather.
And Connor had a good catch on a botched snap. I think you mentioned that earlier. Connor last week on that, and caught a 2-point conversion. So it's good to see one of our ninth graders getting some playing time. He's one of ours. He goes to church with us, so I'm glad to see Connor in there as well.
2nd and a long 3 for the Mustangs. Ball at the Colonel 28. High snap to Hodges. Brings it down. He'll hand off to Sykes. Ball loose on the ground. Mustangs able to recover, it appears. It'll be at the Colonel 25. They'll net 3 yards out of the play.
Yeah, Watson, I know I sound like a broken record, man, but it's just, and this is what makes sports so great, is that the ball's just bouncing their way tonight.
Yeah.
You know, that's about the third or fourth ball that's been on the ground or been there close, and it's just bounced their way. You know, it's sports. You know, it can drive you crazy, but, you know, you love it.
3rd and inches coming up for the Mustangs, who lead it 44-0 over the Colonels. 3:15 to play third quarter. Hodges takes the snap, hands off straight ahead to Cooper, and he should have enough for the first down. Woods Toller getting in there to make the stop along with Jeff Rainey.
Yeah, you know, they're once again, you know, they're whatever side Walker Wood lines up on, either on the far side or the near side right here of the formation. You know, I don't know if they've ran away from him. They're just following him in the hole, and they've been doing it all night long. So, you know, if Walker Wood, number 30 for Bill Academy, if he lines up on the far side, you know, you watch it. They're going to run it behind him, and the same thing to the near side. They're just following him, and they are milking this clock. You know, now it's I don't know if they ever even reset the play clock. Watson.
I don't think they did.
Might be keeping it on the field.
Hand off to Cooper, straight ahead. Blue shirts converge. Brewer right, Jacob Sepulveda in there, along with Rainey again. Connor Roncalli getting in the mix as well. They'll mark it at the 21, a 3-yard gain. 12th play of the drive coming up. Mustangs with the running clock have been able to hold it for the entire third quarter. They'll be looking at 2nd and about 8. We've got a timeout on the field. Connor Moore set to check in for the Colonels. We'll step aside, take a quick break, get some of our sponsors some more ad time. We'll take 1 minute. Be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
For a touchdown with a new vehicle from Cannon that you and your friends can enjoy all year long. Whether you're looking for more space or more features, Cannon has a vehicle for you.
The Cannon experience is one of a kind.
Shop our inventory online 24/7, nobodybeatsacannondeal.com, or stop by our dealership on Highway 82 West to test drive the Chevy Tahoe, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Suburban. And remember, when the smoke clears, nobody beats a Cannon deal. Nobody. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Some call it low smoke aheadis. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke aheadis has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke aheadis also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Aheadis Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Welcome back. Watson Cook, Brian Burge with you here late in the third quarter. It's all Mustangs, 44-0. They lead the IA Colonels. They're looking at 2nd and 7 from the 21. Handoff to Cooper, and he's wrestled down. Jeff Rainey really making his presence felt on that interior defensive line. Brian, the sophomore, having his way with the Mustangs right now.
Right, it looks good. You know, I don't know how many tackles that is, but I've heard you call his name a lot tonight. So that's promising, man. You know, just seeing some of these guys that we haven't called a name in the past stepping up and making some plays. So, you know, I think that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter here, it looks like. And
that will bring the third quarter to a close. Don't forget, be the first to text your name to 662-255-3091 and win a 1-month free membership to Turnrow CrossFit Gym here in Indianola as we have reached the end of the third quarter. It's all Mustangs, 44-0. They lead the Colonels. We'll flip into the field, and the Mustangs will be looking at 3rd and about 5 from the 20-yard line. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planners Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planners Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal, smooth, clean fillet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
Coach Tommy Nestor.
Welcome back. Congratulations to Tyler Neal. He is the winner of the 1-month free membership to Turn Row CrossFit. Tyler, appreciate you listening, and go by and see Ann Shelby or Brandon at the Perch Flowers and Gifts in Indianola, and they will set you up with your 1-month free membership. The Perch Flowers and Gifts, located 421 Highway 82 in Indianola. We appreciate them sponsoring our giveaways this season. And again, congratulations to Tyler Neal. He is our Turn Row CrossFit winner tonight. First play of the fourth quarter results in a first down for the Mustangs. They pick up 5 yards to the 15-yard line. Colonels have yet to see the ball offensively in the second half as we've had the running clock. We've got 9:50 to play, 44-0. It's been all Mustangs. Nelson Hodges in at quarterback. Keeps it for himself around the right side, slips out of a tackle, and he's going to take it to the end zone. 2 Colonels had him down, Brian, around the 8-9-yard line, and just credit the extra effort, the hustle out of the sophomore Hodges. He gets himself into the end zone, and the Mustangs extend the lead 50-0 now with 9:25 to play.
Yeah, he did. He just spun himself out of that tackle. And, and there's been a lot of missed tackles on our end tonight, and he just did. He had a little extra effort's what made the difference, and I thought his knee might have touched, but honestly it didn't. Yeah, just give credit where credit's due. He gave a little bit extra effort, spun out of it, and got him a TD.
Juan Carlos Hernandez on for the extra point. Clock continues to run here in the fourth. And a mishandled snap. Holder going to have to run it in. That's Christian Belk, and he will dive toward the pylon, get it in for 2 points. 52-0 now the score. All Mustangs here in Indianola. 8:35 to play. We'll take another 1-minute break, and we'll be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship health care is always in season. South Sunflower County Hospital provides preseason training, game day coverage, in-season evaluation, injury management, and postseason recovery, which allows you to stay in the game longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Wade Incorporated is a proud sponsor of high school football. With more than 100 years of serving North Mississippi and surrounding areas, we believe in our communities and take pride in partnering with them to provide the very best. Visit WadeInc.com to learn more. Wade Incorporated, your North Mississippi John Deere dealer, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brian Burge with you from a very quiet Legion Field tonight. It's been all Pillow Academy Mustangs, 52-0 with 7:18 to play. Mustangs set to kick it off to the Colonels. Leland Selby, Connor Roncalli back deep to return the kick.
I'm looking at the sideline. One thing that is promising. I'm looking at Brewer Wright down there, and also Grant Coleman. Giving high fives to one another, got their heads up still, so that's good to see.
Short kick, fair catch called for and taken in by Woods Toller at the 31-yard line. That's where the Colonels will have it 1st and 10. First possession of the second half. Now, the Mustangs did a great job chewing the clock. 14-play, 80-yard drive, and they've pretty much milked this one away.
Yeah, I think that was the plan coming out of the half. They knew they got the ball, and they did. They took their time, and it shows a little bit. It shows respect, even though this is a rival game. Run the play clock all the way down, and they did what they did.
Spencer Robertson will get some snaps at quarterback. Ball is loose on the ground, and I think the Mustangs may have recovered, and they have. Well, Robertson in, going to give Farrell a break and couldn't get the snap cleanly. It'll go right back to the Mustangs, and clock continues to run. Just under 6 minutes to play, 52-0. It's been all green and gold here tonight.
Yeah, you hate to see that. It looked like he just came out from up under center a little bit too quick. He was trying. It looked like they were trying to run the option right there, and it looked like he was making his read. And looked like to me that he knew that the back was there, and he could have gave it to him. But he just came out from up under center a little bit too quick, and that's what happened. And that happens sometimes when you run the option. And Philly, they were there just to pounce on it, and they got their recovery.
We'll mention again that Greenville Motorsports, the sponsor of all IA Colonel First Downs. Unfortunately, there have not been any tonight, and I'm going to be honest, Brian, I don't remember one of those in my 14 years. Again, all credit to Pillow Academy. They've come out and absolutely dominated this game from start to finish. But again, thank you to Greenville Motorsports for sponsoring Colonel First Downs again in 2019.
Yeah, there's been some games in the past, Watson. I believe just listening to the games, you were probably saying that in your sleep. Greenville Motorsports, first down. Because that's what we're used to seeing in the past. And unfortunately, look, we're going to regroup, and we'll be fine moving forward. Next week got a conference game. Is that correct? Right?
One more non-conference game next week, and then we'll jump into 4 straight.
That's right. I remember 4 straight. Yeah.
The officials let Pillow Academy take plenty of time to get out on the field. Clock continues to run. Handoff goes straight ahead to Jack Cooper. He works down to the 22-yard line. 8-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 2, and looks like the Mustangs going to call a timeout, get some fresh bodies in.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to just run this clock out, and once again, this is what you love about high school sports. Just a little bit of respect. Let's just call a timeout. The clock's still running, but let's just get out of here with a victory. But moving forward, I think that next week's going to be good for us. We step out of non-conference once again, but hopefully we can see a lot of good things happen, and we'll just move forward, put this in the past, and just move forward.
Trying to get some of these names in there for the Colonels. Hemp Judson in, John Clay Hall. First time we've seen him tonight. John Clayton Chisholm in there as well. Nolan Nichols in the game defensively for the Colonels. 2nd and 2 Mustangs from the Colonel 22. Clock continues to run. 3:05 to play. Hodges will keep it straight ahead, and he's wrapped up. Nolan Nichols gets in there, brings him down, and then a sea of blue comes in to finish him off. John Clayton Chisholm, Connor Moore, Big Jeff Rainey in there once again.
Yeah, he's had a good game. If there's any positives that we've taken out of this, we've seen some guys step up and get some playing time and make some plays here in the second half. They got some tackles.
The market at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 Mustangs. 2.5 minutes to play, 52-0. All Pillow Academy here tonight. Handoff goes to Cooper straight ahead. Wade Lang brings him down hard at the 15, only a 2-yard gain.
Right, yeah, Wade made a good play right there. It's good to see him get some PT and get some varsity reps up under his belt. And, it looked like that Hodges, he might have made the wrong read right there. I think he might have been able just to hand it off, and he could have made it around the corner. But anyway, that's, he might have been told just to hand it off. Who knows?
Mustangs, again, taking their time, getting the play call, just wanting to run as much clock as possible. I'm sure the instruction from Coach McCarty on the other side is, hey, guys, we're not going in the end zone again.
No.
Hodges fumbles the snap, runs it straight ahead, going to be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Like Nichols over on the stop along with Walker Anthony. Marshall Reed in the game as well. 90 seconds to play. 1st and goal Mustangs from the 5. We look ahead to next week. We'll be on the road. First road trip for the Colonels. Go up to Batesville, North Delta. It'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. We've been told there will not be a live video stream next week. But Brian and I will be there. We'll have it for you here on Super Talk for the Delta. Hodges will go back, take the snap, and will take a knee. Mustangs may have to snap it one more time, but, like you said, you look at this one, yes, Colonels haven't been in this position in a while, but there'll be plenty to learn from. And, you mentioned the quality coaching staff that Indianola Academy has. They'll get regrouped. They'll be ready to go next week. They're going to put this one behind them, and, maybe a good learning experience for these guys.
Well, I think that's what it is. We